Babe. Adam. Adam. What's for dinner?
I don't know. Food?
Seriously?
What do you want?
I want fried chicken.
I can do fried chicken. All right, welcome back everyone. Adam Solowitz here. Welcome to episode 2 of the Quarantine Cookbook. Today, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make beer brined fried chicken. Huge shout out to my wife for throwing a roll of toilet paper right at my head. Felt great. Thanks, babe. Anyways, so let's get going. This recipe, or the method for the recipe, was actually taught to me by a good friend of mine, Jason Butcher, and he taught me to just use water and flour. That is it. So before we get going, we're going to talk about the chicken and the beer brine. So I already started a beer brine this morning. So it's been sitting for about 4 hours in the brine. And the brine consists of just beer. So I use 24 ounces of beer, just any old beer is fine, sugar, and salt. So I have the description and the recipes in the description of the video. So everybody has something to go off of when they're making this at home. And for the chicken, I am using chicken thigh. So you can use any type of chicken that you like, chicken thigh, chicken breast, chicken tenders, drums, whatever you like. I personally love chicken thigh, bone out chicken thigh, mostly because dark meat has all the flavor, and not just that, the fat content in the thigh helps retain the moisture in the chicken. So that, like I said, that's been brining for about 4 hours. And the purpose of the brine is actually just to inject some flavor into the chicken. And not just that, it's gonna keep the chicken nice and moist for when we fry it so it doesn't dry out. So with that, we're gonna be making the flour mixture right now. So for the flour mixture, just have AP flour, a couple cups. So that's just gonna go right here in a little old plastic container. And then we're gonna mix in some Cajon seasoning. I personally love Cajon seasoning when I'm making fried chicken. It just adds that extra like kick and flavor to it. So just a few tablespoons, just like so. And pork, just whisk that in there. Real nice. Oh yeah. So once that's in, that's it, should be good enough. And then this container is gonna be reserved for the water. So basically, chicken, water, flour, fry. Now for the frying process, we're gonna be using a cast iron skillet. Start out with 1 quart of canola oil, maybe 2 quarts, and you wanna fill it to about where it's, I would say 3/4 full, because when you start putting the chicken in it and frying it, it's gonna actually, the volume will raise. So, and we're gonna set this oil temperature to about 350 degrees. And I highly recommend using a thermometer to monitor the temperature of the oil so it stays constant, because we don't wanna overcook or burn the chicken. So once the chicken's frying, when it comes out of the oil, I usually use a sheet pan with a roasting rack on top and set the chicken right on top of the roasting rack. And it's gonna help the excess oil drip right off the chicken. Now, if you don't have a roasting rack, you can always line a pan with paper towels. And that paper towel is gonna soak up the excess oil. So just a little trick there for you. So with the chicken, you wanna cook it to 165 degrees or until the chicken is golden brown. Now, if it comes out golden brown and it's still not 165 degrees, you're gonna wanna throw it on a sheet pan, stick it in your oven at about 350 degrees and finish it off in the oven until that chicken comes up to 165. And that is pretty much it. To serve, I always serve it on just, one regular old platter and then drizzle some of that honey right on top. Good to go. So let's do this. All right, that was it. Beer brined fried chicken. Remember, the recipe is going to be in the description of the video for the chicken and for the beer brine. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe, and we'll see you again for another episode of the Quarantine Cookbook. Eat well. Do it again. That really hurt. You idiot. One more time.
Where do you want me to hit you?
Just toss it at me. Don't like chuck it at my face.